The Standard Chartered Mumbai Marathon started as a vision, and that vision became a reality in February 2004. Since then, it has grown with each passing year, and today it's a movement. It's a movement that encompasses health and fitness, a movement that has grown into the largest charity platform for any sporting event in the country, for any event that may be. It's a movement that has encompassed communal harmony. All kinds of people, rich, poor, young, old, able, differently abled, run together on a single platform on that day. So it's been quite a journey. Procam has been in existence for over 22 years now. We started in 1988. And it has done tremendous path-breaking work. Whether it was from tennis, where we used to do a live telecast of the top tennis event in India for the first 10 years of our existence, or it was squash. We did the world's biggest squash tournaments, not once but 6 years on a trot. Whether it was world water skiing, whether it was horse racing, whether it was rugby, Procam has been at the forefront of path-breaking events. And that has been an amazing journey, because each time you were trying something new, each time you were pushing the envelope and finding out where it falls. So things have been quite exciting. I remember one year when we did the beach volleyball, the Bacardi Asian beach volleyball at Chowpatty Beach. I mean, what a fantastic event that turned out to be. And we actually showcased beach volleyball in a glamorous and fun-filled way. When we did horse racing, the Poonawalla Breeders Multi-Millions for 4 years. So Procam has been at that cutting edge of sports. It has been at the forefront of path-breaking sporting events. And I think what is great is this legacy that we are building of actually owning and creating sporting platforms that grow and that can actually be an asset to society. Technology is critical today for any field of business, whether it's a sports management company or any other enterprise. And I just feel that we have been slow at adopting technology. I feel technology can do a lot more for us. So in fact, that's one area where I am going to be putting a lot more focus, is to adopt newer technologies in aiding and helping us to reach out to our potential customers better, in aiding and helping us to manage our events better, in aiding and helping us to record various experiences, various learnings better from each event. Because there's no way now without using the best and most adaptive forms of technology. You cannot achieve what you intend to achieve. So this is an area where I think not just Procam but even other sports management companies need to actually put more emphasis and greater focus on. It's very exciting. We started our tie-up with India Times, indiatimes.com, and we started seeing from the third year onwards itself that about 10% of registrations for these marathon events was coming online. So we said that's fantastic, and slowly that number grew. And last year we had about 40% of marathon registrations coming online. Thereafter, we set up our own website. It's called procamrunning.in. And the idea was not just to give you information, but to actually help you to know and understand about running, to help amateurs understand about running, to help them run better in terms of diet, nutrition, exercise, expert advice. So it has grown, and today procamrunning.in is the site for amateur runners, for amateur professional runners to actually come, learn about the events, what's happening, get their knowledge, get their information, share a dialogue with a coach that we have online, take tips on how to run better. So just in 2010, last year, we actually instituted and launched procamrunning.in, and I think that's going to grow, because today more and more percentage of people are choosing to register online, are choosing to receive their information online, and they're happy to interact with you online for anything that they may so require. So it is something which has seen an exponential growth from its early years to today. We were lucky. The Standard Chartered Mumbai Marathon or any of our two other races in Delhi and Bangalore had a pretty interesting cross-section of demographic profile. But if you take distance running per se, and India is not really an exception, but if you take distance running per se, the age is 35 plus when people start running longer distances. It's surprising, but that's true. For the half marathon, it's a much younger profile. But for a full marathon, the profile of our runners is 35 plus. And you have a substantial number coming in at 45 plus. So somehow this endurance and stamina and the mental stamina and the mental will that is required kind of sets in a little later. So you have the youngsters flocking to the half marathon and the first timers flocking to the dream run, but you have a little older age profile flocking to the marathon, which is the full 42. The Mumbai Marathon is a logistical challenge, and we manage it because we have great partners, whether it's the government of Maharashtra, whether it's the Mumbai Police, whether it's the Municipal Corporation of Mumbai. So all these are stakeholders in the event. The live coverage requires a helicopter, and that comes from the Indian Navy. So all these are stakeholders in this event. The start and finish is at a most beautiful and spectacular venue of the CST train terminus, and that's thanks to Central Railway. So thanks to these kind of people buying into the vision and supporting this event, is it logistically possible, because it is a humongous exercise. The overall cost that goes into organizing this is close to 15 crores. Tata Consultancy Services are fantastic partners. They are the exclusive associate sponsor, and they've been with us for the last 4 years. As far as technology goes, we are right now working in the pipeline. There are the interesting applications, whether it's for a Apple device, which is the iPhone, or we're working on the web, how we can do live streaming. There are things we are working on. But they have seen the marathon as a much more holistic social and community platform. They have used the marathon to drive their HR objectives. They have used the marathon to raise monies for their handicapped children's, their physically challenged school that they are sponsoring and taking care of at Haji Ali in Bombay. So they have seen the marathon as a holistic platform, which is a community platform, a community that they are part of. They've seen it as an HR platform. The mean age, the average age at TCS is 27. So it is about relating the values of the marathon, about the values of distance running, the mental will, the stamina, the heart that's required with their core beliefs. And now you're seeing a synergy that's working, whereby Procam and TCS are working on how to incorporate new technological applications into the marathon experience. We are already competing with the world's best marathons. Mumbai Marathon is in the top 10 marathons of the world. Whether it be the kind of elite athletes that flock to Mumbai, whether it is the kind of running experience we are able to give our elite runners, whether it's the prize money that we are able to give to the elite participants. So Mumbai Marathon is right up there. The one difference is that the running culture in these Western countries like London, like New York, like Berlin, has been established many, many, many years back. So you have that many more people completing and finishing the full marathon. In Mumbai, that number is still just a shade under 3,000, which is a fantastic number, running 42.195. But it's a small number compared to these big marathons. We have 40,000 people totally, but that's because there's a half marathon, there's a dream run, there's a senior citizen run, there's a wheelchair event, so all that adds up. But what we are seeing is, like, if you took the year we started, we had 800 runners in the full marathon. We had 3,000 runners in the half marathon. Today, 11,000 in the half marathon is sold out in a matter of days. There could be many more than that who are willing to run. There are almost 3,000 in the full marathon. So you're seeing this progression happen from the smaller races into the medium distance races into the long distance races. So I think the one difference is that on other parameters, whether it's prize money, whether it's elite athlete participation, whether it's live television coverage, whether it's the elite athlete running experience, whether it's the media experience, we're right there with the world's best. I just feel that their culture for long distance running got embedded much earlier than ours did, and ours is catching up. Today, there are many exciting things happening in the field of sports, and India, as you rightly said, and Asia is becoming a hub for activity in sports. I see many other sports also getting their place under the sun. There are several new tie-ups that have been announced in soccer, in basketball. So it's happening. Look at distance running. Who would have thought distance running would become such a big platform where thousands would participate and lakhs would cheer and support? But it's happened. So yes, cricket and the IPL and the international cricket does cast a long shadow over Indian sport. But notwithstanding that, there are several sports today which are standing up and are claiming their rightful place under the sun. Companies perceive Mumbai Marathon in a very interesting way, which is it's a large scale event. It connects thousands of people. It's got live television. It's got huge reams of print coverage given to it. But I feel the most important quality that it gives to the companies is the emotional connect that it delivers to the end consumer. No other event, no other sport can deliver such an emphatic emotional connect as the Mumbai Marathon or any major long distance running event does. And this emotional equity which the event carries has bonded the companies strongly with the event. If you see Standard Chartered Bank, Tata Consultancy Services, DHL, Kingfisher, the Oberoi Group, it is amazing how these and several other partners have stayed with the marathon since the beginning. And that's fantastic. So that glue that bonds them to this event and the event has continued to grow thanks to these companies, is this emotional connect that the Mumbai Marathon delivers.